What is going on, everybody? I'll be live in about 45 minutes, an hour or so, just for a quick Saturday night hangout tonight. Hope you guys all join me for that. But I just got the news, read the news, that Andrew Luck is reportedly retiring from the NFL. He plans on announcing his retirement tomorrow. He's had a leg injury that he's been dealing with this entire preseason, and he pretty much has just said he's mentally and physically worn down from the NFL and doesn't want to play anymore. This is absolutely shocking news. The Indianapolis Colts are a team that a lot of people are picking to win the AFC South, and a team that a lot of people had going to the Super Bowl. I mean, they were a red-hot team at the end of last year. You know, they are a young team. They got good pieces there, and you figure Andrew Luck was going to be the guy to take them there. He had a great season last year. He was, for the most part, very healthy, and nobody saw this coming, obviously, or the Colts probably would have prepared better for this. Now, this is my thing, and again, this is far-fetched, okay? So don't read anything into this. But is it possible that somewhere along the trade deadline, Indianapolis comes calling for Eli Manning? Think about it for a second. Eli Manning has been to the big time. He's won it twice, right? We have Daniel Jones waiting in the wings. We don't know where the Giants are going to be after 6 to 8 weeks in the season. Is this a possible trade partner for the New York Giants? Because the Indianapolis Colts are obviously going to need a quarterback. Pretty sure Jacoby Brissett is not the guy that's going to do this for them. So if Brissett gets off to a rough start, say the Colts are 1-2, 1-3 through 4 weeks, do they come calling for Eli Manning, who maybe at the time the Giants are also 1-3? The Colts really are just that, they need a really good quarterback, and they'll be fine. This is an actually very interesting situation. And I haven't heard anything about this. It's not like I'm reading an article about Eli Manning being traded to the Colts. But we've all talked about, is it possible that Eli Manning gets traded? Now, of course, Eli Manning has a full no-trade clause, and he can deny any trade he wants. And most people, and I'm sure including the Giants front office, would love to see Eli Manning retire as a New York Giant. But if, the offer was great enough, would the Giants consider it? Would the Colts consider it? Because Eli Manning is a veteran, and, he's a guy that could definitely help a team like that out. They have a fantastic offensive line over there, so you wouldn't need to worry about getting killed and everything else. But it's just it's a really interesting thing. Perhaps they do. Perhaps Eli Manning ends up as an Indianapolis Colt. I don't see that happening. But all the talk about Eli Manning, would he go to Jacksonville, was always the big thing because Tom Coughlin was there, and now they got Nick Foles, so you're not going to have to worry about Eli Manning going to Jacksonville unless Nick Foles got hurt. But there's always been that kind of chatter in the background that the Giants could look to deal Eli Manning at some point this year, seeing as this is the last year in his contract. He probably will not be back next year. You don't usually draft a quarterback 6th overall to extend the quarterback that you have already. Normally, when you pick a guy in the top 10 as your quarterback, he is your franchise for the foreseeable future. Maybe not immediately if you already have a quarterback. We've seen Mahomes sit for a year. We actually saw Aaron Rodgers sit for 3 years, but that was a different circumstance. Brett Favre retired, supposedly, and then he came back, and Aaron Rodgers was kind of stuck. But we've seen those guys sit for about a year and then come in and do their thing. So I'm just curious. Giants fans, what do you think? Do you think that it's possible? Is that a possibility that Eli Manning goes to Indianapolis? I just want to throw it out there as, whatever, just some banter, some talk, whatever. But the big news, obviously Andrew Luck retiring from NFL, and the Indianapolis Colts are left with really nothing but Jacoby Brissett. So it's a very surprising move by Andrew Luck, but hey, man, Andrew Luck has had a lot of injuries in his career, and he's made a lot of money, so, obviously he wants to be able to do things as he gets older. There's a lot more important things in life than football. He's already made his money. He's already done his thing, so this is what's best for him and his family, if he has a family. I don't know Andrew Luck's personal life, but, it's too bad because I really, really, really liked Andrew Luck a lot. He was one of my favorite quarterbacks. And a few years back, I always said if I was going to build a franchise, I would build it around Andrew Luck. I thought Andrew Luck was one of the best quarterbacks in this league. And I was very happy to see him have such a successful comeback season last year after all the injuries, his shoulder and everything else that he's dealt with. So it's kind of sad. We lose one of the better players in the NFL, and I've always been a huge Andrew Luck fan. So good luck to him in the future. And I don't know what the Indianapolis Colts are going to do, but I wanted to throw that out there as a little something to talk about, I guess. I don't know. Come join me live in about 40 minutes, guys. It is Baddog, and I am gone. Peace!